Today we're going to be looking at Smax. More importantly, Smax Series 1. And much like every other thing that I review, what I'll do is I'll review this, and your job is to tell me, is this worth a buck? This was picked up at my local, I was going to say comic store, but it was picked up at my local dollar store, and it was actually $1. I don't know if that's his name or the species that he comes from. No, it looks like his name. His name, I guess, is Mutant, unless the E is silent. Mutant. But also includes a game booklet, ages 4 and up. One thing that's very interesting, and I picked this up at the dollar store, and sometimes you'll actually come across these things, which is very unique. If you look at the manufacturer down below, hey, that's Mattel. That is Mattel for you guys. And sometimes I find when I picked up stuff at dollar stores, it's not always stuff that's made for dollar stores. Sometimes it's stuff that just did not sell, and now they're trying to sell it out. So this is actually from Mattel. See if I can find a date on here. I don't see a date. Date. 2004. So it is very possible it was a line that didn't sell, and maybe the dollar store got the remains of these guys. It's possible. On the back, as I'm looking at this myself, clearly I got the least interesting character. In fact, Mutant, I think that's his name, Mutant was the only figure of all of these cool looking ones. He was the only figure that they actually had. Boy, did I ever fare well and get like the least interesting. I don't even know what they do yet. On the back though, you can see it. You can collect all 24. Some interesting ones to note. Some of the ones I like. There's Igor. Of course, Mutant. There's Dr. F. This Bag Boy. Bag Boy kind of looks cool. He's just a paper bag. Fizzhead. And then we got the 3 packs down below. We got Skullmaster, Stunt Devil, Motor Psycho. Motor, it's a play on words. Hot Rod's kind of cool too. He's a little taxi cab. And then, of course, Jack Flash. Sucker for Halloween. Smax game booklet inside. So that is Smax. Package-wise, that's Smax. Well, what we'll do is we'll open this up, and like I said, you guys tell me, is this worth a buck? Stay tuned. Alright, so let's have a look at the booklet that the Smax come with. Game booklet. Oh, this is so interesting. Game. See, it looks like what they've done is they've actually grouped it. I guess there is just yeah, you know what, there's just variations to the game. It's essentially a rock, paper, scissors, which it seems like all of these games, or all these toys, end up always falling back on the same rock, paper, scissors game. So, for example, game 1, I guess if you want to say game 1, I think for the sake of it, we'll show the happy kids. Look how happy they are, eh? It says, on the count of 3, each player slams a figure and squeezes figure's hands. Head pops off to reveal colored brain. Green beats orange, beats purple, beats green. I think that was supposed... That's funny. They didn't actually put... Can you see that? They didn't put a comma in. So instead, it just says green beats orange, beats purple, beats green. Probably what they wanted to do is put green beats orange, comma... I guess they wanted to save space. Really, it would be green beats orange, orange beats purple, purple beats green. So they've made it very confusing. Winner who wins the most of 3 rounds. I can tell you this is a totally badly designed game. I mean, really. Well, we'll get into the figure in a second. Let's see, another game. Randomly arranged figures as shown. Each player slams any 2 figures to reveal the colored brain. If color match, you win that pair and go again. If the colors do not match, put heads back on and second player takes a turn. Winner the player that gets the most matches. Look how happy this guy's getting really involved. And this guy's thinking, my God, why do I hang out with this guy? Hey, look at this, doing this. Oh my God, I really shouldn't have invited him over. That's funny. I love it. Tip, more difficult with more pairs of figures. Try 6 or 9 or more pairs each. I don't know. I really don't know. You know what? That's Booklet, though. The Booklet for Smax. Game booklet. All right, let's have a look at Mutant. There's really not much to be said. I mean, he's basically a alien head. He's kind of looking to the side. He's thinking, I don't know why. Why was I part of this toy line? He's just basically essentially a giant head on a black base. It looks to me like all the characters seem to have black bases. Of course, I've thrown the package to the side. Carelessness on my part, but it does look like they all have the same black base. And you're saying to yourself, well, what else does he do? Well, I guess he can spin his head if you want. He has some articulation. You can also pinch the arms. Now, the pinching of the arms, what it essentially does, it pops the head off, and underneath you have the exposed green brain. And so what, the green would beat orange, if I remember this right, and purple would beat green. So if some guy had purple and he beat you, I guess he gets your house, or I don't know. He gets the contents to your fridge. Who really knows? But I guess the brain is kind of interesting. Can't really do too much really once the head is off. It does absolutely nothing. The head on, I guess you could collect them. Here's the thing though. First of all, these things never do well, just because unless you have friends that are buying the exact same game, ultimately you have a line that you can't play with anybody, unless I guess you bought a whole bunch of different ones and you invite friends over. And we're like, yeah, let's go to Billy's. Billy's got the Smax. And nobody else cares. The thing also is, too, there's 24 figures. The brains, I don't think, vary from character to character. So if you played a lot, you probably would remember, oh, Billy's going to use the mutant, so I'll just automatically pick somebody who's got a purple brain. Yeah, clearly with Series 1, I guess they were going to do more with the line. But big surprise, if you could believe it, the line didn't do well. So ultimately, I think all we've got is a line 1. Bit of a strange, is it worth $1 today, guys? Because technically, the guy probably wasn't worth it. Probably wasn't $1. He might have been a little bit more when he was in retail. He hasn't sold well, so he found his place at the dollar store. Has anyone else ever seen these guys? Smax? If you have, do definitely let me know down below. But also let me know, Mutants and the Smax, are these guys worth $1? Is this something you would play with your friends? Perhaps you and your girlfriend play this. I don't know. But is this worth $1? Let me know down below, or let me know, is this a piece of crap? So that wraps it up today, guys. Today we were looking at the Mattel 2004 line Smax. Is it worth $1? Let me know. And I'll see you guys next time.